Hello people, and welcome back to DutchModeling. Today with another inbox review. It's been a while, holidays and everything, so let's start fresh. This time it's going to be the Thunder Models 1/35th scale British 7.2 inch Howitzer. You can see here in front of me the usual Thunder Models inlaid box art with the 7.2 Howitzer in the front and the artillery tractor in the back, which is already available, so you can make a nice dial of it. Its kit number is 35211. On the side we got a little bit of a write-up, and pause if you want to read this. On the side it's in Chinese, so I can read it. Here's a little bit overview. 140 plastic parts, slide molded entire finely produced details, plastic mold tires, basic ammo and tools included, PE detail sheet and decals included. And here on the side it says 35th scale and the kit number. And on the back we got an overview of upcoming kits. It's the British Camel Pioneer, the tank transporter, but this time it's with the gooseneck trailer. So it's a little bit of a different trailer than they have offered already. The Morris Beaufort gun truck, a Canadian trailer, a Canadian truck, and the Crawler 60. So let's see what's in the box. We got the first instructions with the color callouts and the plastic parts. Isn't a lot, and some PE and the decals. So I'll put these on the side. Let's start with the color callouts and the instructions first. The instructions, or the color callouts, in the plastified plastic sheet, full color. First is the 51st Heavy Regiment Royal Artillery, France, in September 44. It's with the wave pattern you saw on the box art. And on the other side you got a 52nd Bedfordshire Heavy Regiment, Northwestern Europe, in 1945. This is more the general two-tone camo. And that's it. Then you got a color callout for weapons or ammo and tools, with also the text all on it. And here actually with weathering steps with ammo products. I didn't notice that before. It's here as well. Some weathering tips what to use on general wash, streaking, filter, dust and mud. And here's the same. So that's a detail I didn't see before. I don't know if it's with the others. I don't think so. No. The instructions. See the layout. You will see when I turn the page these drawings are a little bit different than what you're used to from Thunder Models, and there is a reason for it. I had an email conversation with the people behind Thunder Models, and they explained me that because of the amount of detail on the gun, they used a different style on this one, so you could better see where to place the plastic parts you need to place on that particular step. So you can see here, and I'll show you. I'm working on a Scammer at the moment. It's quite obvious they use a very different type of drawing, as you can see. So that's all in the way. They start with the ammo cases. Here it says make 2. Here's another write-up if you want to know on top. The slide for the ammo and the ammunition itself with the propellant and everything. Then it's the chassis frame parts. Chassis frame parts are delicate. Work carefully and glue in short sessions, checking fit and joints the whole step. So they warn you to be very delicate with this and make sure everything fits. This is the rear part. Not surely how it's called. Will be this part. So I don't know if that even has a name, but it looks like girders, stabilizers being placed on sides, the bottom, sides, top and side plating here. Onto the rear with the towing hook, I guess it is, being embedded here. As you can see, all small parts, some photo edge or plastic. So they give you a choice between the plastic parts and the photo edge parts here and here. This will be the mount for the barrel. And I can't see what this is. It looks like this is where the barrel lies on as well. A8 and A9. Oh yeah, these are the sides. This is the barrel mount. It's this part. The arms with the elevation mechanism is going to be placed. And the whole system is placed on the chassis. I'm gonna call this chassis, it's easiest for me. And some more small parts being added here. And photo edge. This is the barrel. It's a two-piece barrel. There was a choice they made over at Fundamodels. I'm guessing if you're not willing to do the work for a two-piece barrel, there will be companies soon, not already, I don't think already, but soon, who will be providing metal aftermarket barrels. Last time I checked, they weren't there yet, but who knows, those things go rather quickly. And some more work here on the breech. As you can see here on the drawings, it's very hard, it's very detailed. Some more parts here. You can see how it should be placed. There's a little blown up picture. You can see you got it the wrong way, the right way, sorry. And got here some more work on the back plate. Some photo edge, wiring. Again, these are the start of the axles or mounts for the wheels. And then the wheels, multiple parts, and they're placed on, and then the adjustment levers. Can't remember the name now. Well, they just adjust the right height, so it get enough ground clearance. And then you got the stops, so it won't go anywhere when you shoot, or not as far as you shoot. Overview of the sprues, which is lettered and numbered, so that's always good. And here it says you got 2 PE sheets, wire and decals. And that's it. So let's see these are the decals, wire and sheets. These are all in resealable bags. So let's take them out. This is just some copper ring. The decals also very small, but still they're matte. But they can, you still can read them. These are quite good. Very fine, high detailed, looks to be high quality decals, so that's a good thing. With a little bit of a protection sheet over here. Put these in. And here you got another copper wire and the PE sheets. This is just a stiff wire, and here are the PE sheets. Nothing spectacular, but personally that's the way I like it. And because this is a shorter review, you should be able to see there and there how I'm building it, because I'm gonna do this as a build review because it doesn't seem that complicated so far. Well, if you're watching this, you will be seeing me building it, and I might be... Oh no, there won't be any sound, so you won't be hearing the swearing and everything that's going on at that moment, so that's a good thing. The first sprue, the top part, the bottom part of the slat or chassis, the side parts. These are the parts for the... See, I don't need... This is a gun, I don't really know. This is for the axles or the mounts for the wheels. Parts of the slat. I think it's called a slat. And there's loads of rivet detail here. That's some bigger injected pin marks, but you're going to clean them out anyway, so. This is a kind of a barrel cleaning rod here. Shovel. Give you a close up. You see the amount of, oh there it is, rivets on there. Mounts for the wheels, some tools. See, there's the main chassis body parts, the sides. Again with the rivets all over. So this is the first. Back. And then there's the second. The barrel, as I said, a two-part barrel. It has 3 locator pins, so you get it straight on. That won't be a problem. There will be a seam you have to get rid of. The arms, where it pivots in. They're probably in the slat. Here's the sprocket part, the elevator. Looks good. This looks a bit bent. Might be just... No, it is a bit bent, I think. Yep. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but I don't think so. It's... Yeah. This is a bit bent. You'll probably see it in a close-up in a minute. All the parts that need to be cleaned are completely clean, no ejected pin marks whatsoever. The parts you close, you won't see, there are some ejected. So the ejected pin marks are placed very smartly, clever. So that's a good thing. Close up. See, the barrel is entirely smooth until there. Again, there the rivet detail and the other part of the barrel, and there you can see that's kind of pushed over a bit on the top. It doesn't can't move, so I'm worried a bit about that part. But we'll see when it goes together. So that's the second sprue. And then this is two sprues, two identicals, sprue twins. You can see. Oh, one. It's the ramp on the back and on the front. Wheels. Threads, two-part. Ammo, charge. Those, I would say levers, but levers isn't the right word. These things probably have their own name. I could say wheel, like a steering wheel, but that's not it probably either. Somebody will explain to me how these things are called. Just like, yeah, you turn it and it elevates. It's not a wheel. It's not a lever either, I think. We'll see, but some cleanup on the ammunition. There's a very smart placement on the top. You can just file it off. On the sides it's a little bit harder, but that one is smart. See, here's some ejector pin marks, but again you will notch these off and you will never see them again, so that's not a problem. The molding is very sharp, very fine. Looks good. As you can see there, and on those things, they have a name and I don't know how it is, so please help me out there. There's a little bit of a thread in it, as you can see there. That's how the wheels. Like you can see here, it's sharp. That will pick up some weathering very, very nicely. There's the ammo and the propellant boxes. So, yeah, that's nice. See that I have it the right way so it doesn't damage anything. Yeah, I won't be able to get this back in there. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna build it anyway. So that's it. So, it's a very short one, 18 minutes. I don't think I had a short one like this before. That's why I'm gonna build this, and you're gonna get the build review afterwards. So, first look, looks to be good, and a lot of nice detail. With my experience with Thunder models so far, I'm going in deep, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be built up fine, and it's gonna be a beautiful model when it's done. Well, after this you're gonna see if I'm correct. There's just one thing, and I'm gonna see that I can get it up here. Give me a second. I'm gonna. There's one thing that I kinda don't really get, but so far it's the price of this thing. Because so far the Thunder models, the Camel Pioneer, the Tank Transporter, all of them were very, very competitive priced, even cheap, I would say. And there it is. I'm gonna see if, yep, new tooling. And to be honest, I'm gonna show, this is Skillmates. These are the prices it's advertised on at Skillmates. So that would be 31 euros, 44 euros, 34 euros, and $51. and you got 4 sprues. And if you see, let's say the Camel Pie, where is it? Let's say the biggest one they have, the Camel Tank Transporter. Here it is, including the trailer. They changed the pricing a little bit. This was 50. So last time I checked, the prices were a little bit closer, so they changed the price a bit. But still, it's 34 euros for 3 sprues. It's a little bit pricey, and it doesn't have to be. That's kind of, well, of course we pay import duty and everything because they are from China, but still 34 or $51. I don't know how it maybe you can get it anywhere cheaper, but I think it's a little bit on the high side when it comes to price. But we'll see how I think about it when I've done, and I should have done it just after this. Yeah, this is the pre-part. Let's wait for the actual build. See you in a second. So, as you can see, it's basically done. Didn't took too long, to be honest. It's about 7 hours. Actually, I broke something off. Packing it up last night. It will be in the box, or I have to make another one, but I'll show you that in a second. I just noticed it now. One of these handles here on that side, it's gone. Oh, too bad, I make another one. There were, on except for one place, no fit issues. In the one place I will show you in a second. It's still not completely assembled, as you can see. It's all still loose, and this has the main reason that it all has to be painted, which is quite hard to do when everything is assembled. So there are small parts that connect everything that are not yet on here, but they will come on here as soon as it's painted. So give me that for a second, please. And the only fit issue I had was here on the bottom, and there was a lid there. But that's my fault. That's my doing. That's not the kit. There's a little bit of a lip here. And I couldn't get it flush for some reason. Could be my mistake. I don't know. So I cut it off. I just was a little bit too enthusiastic with cutting it off, so I cut too much. So that's the only why here's a gap. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a gap at all. That's the only real fit issue I encountered. The rest is all fitting very nicely. As you can see, like I said, there are a little bit of stress marks here on the plastic. It's white. It's my mistake. I put them last night in a box, put the lid on, and it said, no, I think I put the lid on too hard. But back to this in a second. We'll go over the instructions first. I'll put these on the side. So let's go quick over the instructions, see if I had anything that didn't get along with the real plastic. And this, this little lip here you see on the back. Was it that one? I have to check the other side. Yeah, you can see it in a second. So here, no problems. There is a little hole here. You just need to drill it a little bit wider, otherwise the pack won't fit. But that's peanuts. Then you come to here, and you can see it there. With the camera. You see that little lip there? That's the reason I could not fit this in. Probably was doing something wrong, but for some reason I could not make this fit. So I cut that lip off, and I just cut a little bit too much plastic off. A lot of that is my mistake. So yeah, shit happens. Otherwise, no problems here. No problems here. Well, yeah, there is a small problem here. I'll show you when they are missing 3 pieces are missing in this drawing, and you'll see it when I turn this around. You can see here the part you build up at step 4, the C19 pieces here on the side, and the A31 piece here in the front. You can see here. You build it up. I hope it's here in these slides there, and then of course on the other side there, and the part here in the front there's nothing. And you turn it around, step 5, there, and there are showing. I contacted the people at Vandal Models. There is an amendment on their site already, so if you want to have a nice printed version except for the scribbling of mine, go to vandalmodels.com. In the top you can see instructions, download instructions, and there it's highlighted all the necessary steps for this already been amended. And all the kits that are being made now will get the new print, so this won't be an issue anymore. So if, depending on when you watch this, and at the moment it is, let me see, how much is it today? It's Sunday the 26th of August 2018. Mainly all kits that will, probably the most kits that will be shipped now will have the new instructions, so there won't be any problem. If you have a kit that was released before now, make sure you keep an eye on this. You probably won't be able to continue otherwise because you won't be able to fit these two. But still. That's because I still have to fit this piece. And quite simply because I could glue it on. But this little peg goes together with this part, which connects the two together, and I still haven't glued this down, so I haven't glued that. It's no problem. This does all fit, no problem at all. Here, I need to do that, so I don't know if that fits. These are those little pegs here. You don't have to fit them. If you have them in, if you're gonna place this in a transported mode, so behind the R100, you will have to put these in because these are the travel locks. So, and they probably will fit. Haven't fitted them yet because I don't have. Or I could fit. Yeah, these are pins are PE, so they should fit. And that's, no, there was another thing. I know for sure there was another thing. Where is it? Let me see. It was a very simple thing though. It had to do with, so simple I don't even see it anymore. Here, the 0.5 mil. It's the thickness. It's a bit of a shame that they didn't include the length. So you have to eyeball how long you want to have them, and that is quite annoying to be honest. They do give you the copper wire you need to make these. They just don't tell you how long it should be. And then there's another one, but now I can find it of course. And it had to do with B31. Oh yeah, so my mistake. It's in the front with the carriage, the thing where they make the ammunition go in. It's completely here. Oh, 1 second please. Yeah, back. Somebody at the door, sorry for that. It's down here. It's the beam that comes in between there. They say it's B31. It isn't B31, doesn't exist, it's just B30. It's a small changer, but it helps you searching. So, and that's basically it. Like I said, I need to put these on, but these are all connection rods and everything. I haven't put them on because I want to paint it first. Otherwise it will be a pita to paint. and yeah, that's really it. So let's see, I'll start with the big attraction, the barrel itself. And I had initially I had my reservations for it being a 2-part barrel. But all in all it cleaned up very nice. 1 second. So, hopefully the last one. So yeah, I had my reservations about this being a 2-sided barrel. But it goes together very nicely. There are 3 spots, location markers, so that's no problem at all. I need a little bit of filling here on the front, as you can see. It's my you can see there it needs a little bit of work on the front still, but that's just me. And otherwise I just have to prime it and see how the seams go, but as you can see they're mostly gone. The breech, you can put it open if you want. It doesn't really lend itself for that. It's movable, and that's also part. And you connect this when you glue it together. This also has location pins, and they're pretty big. So make sure you have the breech part in before you really close it up. Otherwise, you won't get it in and have to cut it out and have to glue it in place. You can do it like this. There's no detailing or anything on the inside, and it really doesn't close very easily. You have to really force it back in, and I don't know how much that's a thing that joins the plastic. Then you got the slide. That fit is pretty good, as you can see. It's a nice tight fit there. There's still a little bit of a movement. You don't glue it on the front, because then it won't fit that well, because then the breech comes into the slide. So make sure you have it in the right spot before you do anything. And then again, this is the slide. This is also detailing very nicely. Everything here, no gaps. The main body, a little bit photo detailing here. You can see a copper wire thingy. The handle, I broke that one off myself. It's probably still in the box, so it's another one there. And yeah, like no fit issues. These things go on. This goes on very easily. Once glued in place, everything is good. 1 second again. It's a busy day today. So yeah, basically this is a very nice fit. A little bit fiddly, but all in all, yeah, nice. The wheels, 3 parts. 1 side, 2 sides, and a middle. It's a little bit tricky to glue them together, but that's 2 minutes. And then you see a little insert, and that's about everything. Needs a little bit more clean up, but that's what I like to do when I glue them together. Glue is all dry, and just sand it in one piece, so you can get a little bit of a wear and tear on the rubber. Look at these balloon type tires. Oh, this one's almost loose. Let's see. I have to glue this again, as you can see. It's my mistake. Yeah, done. The rams, just cut them out, clean them up, that's it. Nothing special. You can make them, you can close them up if you want with a little bit of plastic card, but it's not really necessary. The let's say elevation mechanism, or the cradle for the barrel. I wanted to do. I glued it once and I figured out nope, I need to get them apart. So there's a little bit of glue, there's a little bit of fingerprints, but again it's my mistake. All the fit this is also good. No real problems. There's a little bit of spaces here. There's a little bit of a gap. Just a little bit some Tamiya, push it together and sand it, so then it's done. But this is basically glue this together, and this goes in here, on here, like this. That's basically like this. There's the hole. There's a hole, so it's very large. And that's it. You can see in the front here in the gap between the. That's supposed to be there. I looked that up, and every picture I can see there's a gap there, so that's a good. Don't close that up. So 1 second. No, I think you need to sneeze, and the sneeze wasn't coming. But there has to be a little bit of leeway there, so that's a good. That's good. Don't fill that up, and then you will have a problem. So yeah, the base is all done, and then there's the tray. Where the ammunition goes in, and the plunger to push it in. And this is all just 2 parts, so this is very easily done. Again, especially here, this one. The detailing again needs to be painted and everything. So all in all, it took me about 8 hours to build this, something like that. So it's not as an involved build as there's camels, but then again, the gun just doesn't have that many parts. It's a nice clean build, that's for sure. Pretty quick. Nice details. If you want to make dios and you have this camera already, it's a nice addition. I did wonder what these look like you clamp something in there. Wonder what is supposed to be there, because this doesn't really fit there. So it must be for something else. I don't know. I'm not a historian. Well, it kind of fits. So that's it. I know I talked about the price in the first part of this review, and I checked it up, and I looked at one of the distributors for Northwestern Europe, and he has this one on his site for 34 euros. And the Camel R100, the artillery tractor that goes with it, this is the base for, it's 36 euros. So it's not the cheapest for what you get. Like I said, I don't know how they build up their prices, but 34 euros, it's on the high end of what I would think the kit is worth. But that's me, and like I said, if you're gonna get it in China, you probably got it for half. So you got the import fees and everything they have to pay, which also makes up a lot of the price. But like I said, this is 34, that's 36. That's a €2 difference in the kits, and these camels are so much more of a kit than this is. This is a good kit, don't get me wrong, but I don't think the price is up there. Let's say that. So you know that. It's my fault at least. Well, it's like I said, it's a very good kit. Goes together nicely. Details are very good. There had no problems with warping of flies or anything. So you can see the almost finished product here. I'm gonna paint it now. See if I have left some seams on the barrel. I have to sand it back again and paint it again. I hate that part. So you have seen it now. Make up your own mind what you think about it. And yeah, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.